All right, James Kramer. Today is the 29th of September 2020. I am Liberlander Yoshi Livo and I'm streaming live every day 20 miles out of Liberland. Today is my birthday, that's why I'm having a special stream. But you didn't know about that when you contacted me a week ago. We have been working together very briefly a couple of weeks or a month ago when I had some questions about the tipbitcoin.cash app and you implemented the BIP 70, the improvement of Bitcoin Cash number 70 into the Electron Cash SLP wallet. So
Hmm.
that's how you knew of my existence. And you came to me a couple of days ago, actually, asking me, can I present my Flipstarter campaign on your stream? So I'm deeply honored that you found me, basically, and that you trust me by, and ask me to host this for you. We are talking about the website flipstarter.simpleledger.io. You are trying to get funded to improve the Electron Cash wallet. I believe it's close to 600 Bitcoin Cash that you are looking for, and it's approximately 3 weeks to go. You are on 30%, something like that, 200 Bitcoin Cash currently pledged. So let's present this project to the community so that they will get enthusiasm for your project and we get this funding done within the time frame that is set. Is that the right intro?
Yep, sounds great. No, thank you for having me on. You were literally the first person that I thought of when I decided I needed to do a live stream to sort of explain to people why I was asking for so much money. Um, it's an important project. It's taking Electron Cash SLP wallet and adding a toolbox to it that allows people to distribute rewards and dividends to all of their users. Um, so that can be done in a number of ways. Um, Currently the SLP ecosystem has a few different rewards or dividends tools, but they're all kind of limited in functionality. Um, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here so that everybody can see the campaign.
All
Um,
right. I looked into it myself. It's set up very professional. It looks very good. Let's uh, let's talk about it. I would like to hear
sure.
it from you.
Yeah. So this is the campaign title is just SLP rewards tooling, but there's a lot more to this effort than what the title says. Um, in addition to building an integral rewards and dividends toolbox, we're also going to improve the validation method in Electron Cash. Currently, it's kind of slow because it has to download all the transactions. Um, so we want to improve that. We also want to build a series of tutorials to show people how to actually use some of these tools, in addition to providing sort of a high level introduction about SLP and the ecosystem.
Hmm.
So what I thought was, I don't want to start out with going through all the details here. I just wanted to show sort of everybody what we already have with SLP, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you're aware, we have this thing. It's called the Woocommerce Plug-In for SLP. Have you heard of that?
I have heard of WooCommerce because of a other coin that has integration with that. I do not use it myself though, but I know that it's, let's say it's a kind of a PayPal system. Do I have that correct? You can connect your web shop with that and then sell products. And if you connect it with SLP tokens,
Yeah.
then
So
you can sell
um,
for SLP tokens.
yeah. So I'm sharing my screen here. I flipped to this demo store that we've set up. Can you see it? Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm seeing it. Yes.
I know there's a little bit of lag in the stream, so I just want to make sure everybody can see it. Um, so I just wanted to demo real quick how you can set up your own store using WordPress and WooCommerce to accept SLP tokens as a form of payment. So we have a little demo store set up here. It's at simpleledger.cash/shop. And if you click on this SLP sticker, you can see it costs 2 cents.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and buy one of these digital stickers, add it to our cart. We view the cart and proceed to checkout. Fill in our personal information here. And then at the bottom, when you scroll down to the payment, you can select different SLP tokens. So we're going to go ahead and pay with the Honest coin. Okay, so you can see the payment information is displayed here. So it's waiting for us to pay the 2 cents.
Yeah.
So in Electron Cash, what we've done is, we built in we have SLP BIP 70, and then we also have this custom URI scheme where you can connect the wallet, connect to the wallet through a URI. So we're going to click on Pay in Wallet, and that will go ahead and open up our Electron Cash SLP wallet for us, and it fills out all the information. It fills out the address to pay to, it picks the proper token type, it fills in the amount of 2 cents. So we can just go ahead and pay this. So it's broadcasted.
Does this work with a timer, so that because many of these Bitcoin payments, Honest coin is of course a little bit different because it's a stable coin, but because of the price volatility, many times if you have a payout or checkout like that, you get like 15 minutes to complete a specific order, for example. Does it work something like that?
Yeah, this plugin, I think it gives you an hour to do the payment.
Yeah. Okay, clear.
But that's one of the advantages of stable coins is you don't really have to worry about price volatility.
Yes.
So there we go. It accepted the payment, and it sends you the sticker through the email, but we don't need to do that here. So one of my thoughts was, Yoshi, it would be really cool if you set up your own swag store for your live stream.
Yeah, I can sell my mouth masks here. I make these myself because they are more and more mandatory all over the world. So this could be a real novelty item, a handmade by Yoshi face protection.
Right, absolutely, and you could sell your clown hats and clown noses, or.
Yeah. No, it sounds like a good idea. Because I can, I don't want to take too much time here, but I live my life without a bank account since 2014, and I would like to identify myself as Yoshi Livo from Liberland, and that is always a problem if you want to open, well, basically any kind of business, because nobody accepts the Liberland passport today. For the ones that don't know, we are still very far away from actually achieving our dream, but this would be a way for me to actually have some real business.
Right, and you can accept the merit token or whatever token you want. You can select. You can have multiple tokens for payment. Now, one thing I want to point out here is this plugin is non-custodial. So, in order to set up the plugin, you basically download the Electron Cash SLP wallet, and you go to the wallet information and you find your public master key.
Yeah.
And in the plugin settings, you simply paste that in, and now every time somebody pays you, it goes directly to you.
Yeah, and that means if you receive it, every time a new address will be used. So the people cannot trace back all the transactions that happened in the past. Is that correct?
Yep, exactly. Every single order has a new address that it uses.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So it's non-custodial, no third parties, pretty powerful stuff. So the other thing I wanted to point out was just the download location for this wallet. If you go to slp.cash or simpleledger.cash, there's a featured projects tab at the top, and then you'll see the Electron Cash SLP edition as one of those items. And we have Windows, Mac, Linux, and you can download the source as well. There's some tutorials. This is one of the things that we really want to improve, is sort of this tutorial series for both just new users to the ecosystem, and then also deeper dives into how to use some of these tools. So that's part of the Flipstarter campaign. Now the Woocommerce plugin, let's see here. Here it is. So, if you're wanting to set up your own store, download Electron Cash Wallet, then set up a WordPress site with Woocommerce. And once you have that set up, you can add this Woocommerce plugin, and it's just called SLP Payments for Woocommerce. And there's some instructions in here. Of course, I think there's a forum where you can, if you have issues, you can ask questions. So I did this as part of a partnership with Ecliptor, the developer Ecliptor. He's a very well-known WordPress plugin developer. He's done an excellent job building this plugin.
All right.
So yeah, I just wanted to kind of show the tools that we have now that are, in my opinion, extremely powerful.
Just let me ask you a small question. This plugin for WooCommerce is available free of cost?
Yeah, this is a free plugin.
All right.
So yeah, recently we updated it, made it a lot faster. We, as you may have heard, BCHD, the full node, we recently built an SLP indexer for BCHD. It's not merged yet, but it's very close. So this plugin is powered by BCHD. So yeah, let's go ahead and go back to the Flipstarter and just talk about some of the details, I guess. So we want to build an SLP tokens reward toolbox because it'll provide sort of this closed loop. You have customers, you might have a store like this using this WooCommerce plugin. So your customers, and you'll be able to continuously engage with those customers through airdrops or rewards. You might be sending your customers, discount coupons, or, you might have a special token just for your store, and as a form of like a loyalty point system for your customers.
Yeah, like the Psy token, for example, or there are a couple of tokens. They used to be on CryptoFeel. CryptoFeel is now going to be dtoken.net, but a couple of those, what you speak about, were traded there. It's a real crypto thing to have a loyalty point, basically. Exactly how.
Right. So you could have a Honkler's Hangout swag shop loyalty point, and whenever people buy things from you, you'll have their email address. And so one of the very unique things that we want to do with this plugin is have the ability to do airdrops to email addresses. So we'll be able to send to an email address a QR code that somebody can scan out of their email and get the tokens right into their wallet from the email. So the current tooling, you're basically just airdropping rewards on people who are already holding the token, and you don't necessarily know what those SLP addresses are or who holds them. So we want to sort of connect with customers. We want to know who you want to know who your customers are, and you want to be able to engage with them, right? So so they keep coming back to your store. So we want to have like this full circle of customer engagement, and we believe that this SLP token rewards toolbox that this Flipstarter is going to pay for, it will do that. It'll fulfill that promise. So we're obviously going to have the traditional way to airdrop tokens to people, which is just through, you look at the blockchain and you can see
Where the
who's
tokens are,
holding.
yeah,
You can see who's holding the tokens and how much they're holding, so you can do an airdrop to all of those people, and you can do it on a pro rata basis. So some people are holding more, so you send more to those people, or sometimes people want to do staking, or they want to use coin age as a basis
yeah,
for how much to send to somebody. So that kind of leads into the other cool feature that we were thinking about is, what if, the airdrop tool, you send it to a whole distribution list of current token holders, but you want to sort of customize the amount of tokens that you send to somebody. So you might want to, the amount that you send, it can be based on the coin age, how long they've been holding the existing tokens that they have, and how much they have. So you have the pro rata and the coin age as factors in how much you're going to airdrop them this time. So you can provide a custom equation, basically allow users to specify the equation, the distribution equation of how much to send to people. So that's also another cool feature that we're going to get into this. So let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, so the other big thing is having a revocation option where you can send all of your customers, whether it's email or just to a token holders list, you can send them all US dollar honest coin or Tether or whatever.
yeah.
And, you're going to send this to a bunch of people and you don't even know if,
They are still alive.
are they still alive? Yeah, exactly. So you want the ability to sort of take back the US dollars if they're not going to use them.
Yeah.
So we'll provide this revocation option for the token issuers or the rewarder, so they can take back these valuable tokens and not lose money unnecessarily.
I understand. I have seen this, or actually make some money that way, because you are, you expect this to be a cost, but then if it doesn't have to be a cost because somebody, let's take it in a very extreme way, somebody has died, yeah. So if that happened, you want to basically be able to retrieve back those coins. I've heard this functionality also on the gift.bitcoin.com, and Roger Ver spoke about that. You can make the gift cards, send them out, and they have an expiration date. If the expiration date expires, the coins will automatically be sent back to a Bitcoin Cash address that you filled in. If you didn't fill in at the address, then it goes to, I believe, they automatically fill in some other address. But this is something like that, like that functionality.
Yeah, it's very similar to gift.bitcoin.com, or there's send.bitcoin.com.
Yeah.
So that tool, I believe, it allows you to send somebody Bitcoin through an email, and if they don't claim it, then you have the ability to get it back within an expiration period.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, so I feel that that's an important feature if you want to be able to distribute rewards that actually have value. Like up to this point, everybody's just doing these airdrops with pretty, low value tokens, and if they get lost, it's
Nobody
almost
cares.
a feature it's almost a feature if they get lost, because it reduces the active circulating supply of the token.
Yeah. But you don't know
So
if they get lost. Would it be?
yeah, you don't know.
Let me ask you something different. Could you also burn the tokens instead of retrieving them back? Make a functionality that they get burned, for example, and sent to a non-existing address or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an option that I hadn't thought before, but it's something that we can get in here.
Yeah.
So the other feature here is, like, currently we have the 50 transaction chain limit. This issue where basically the full nodes you can only have a chain of 50 transactions that are unconfirmed, and then they don't accept any more transactions. So it kind of limits you in the number of people that you can send airdrops to. So like, for example, with the current 50 limit, you would only be able to send airdrops to 950 people, because SLP can have 19 outputs per transaction. Unless you do something more advanced, doing coin splitting, or some kind of processing queue where you wait for the next block or something. So, there's a lot of intricacies here. And I really just, the reason I wanted to do a live stream is because a lot of this stuff is intricate and it requires a lot of time and thought to build these tools, especially if you want the tools to be flexible and robust. So yeah, that's sort of the point of this whole Flipstarter, is just to finally, the ecosystem needs to have a flexible and robust tool that can work with the emails or a token holder list, and then have some of these more advanced options that would definitely help businesses who are trying to utilize the SLP ecosystem.
It sounds like a great functionality for Bitcoin Cash and SLP tokens to add this to basically what they can offer to businesses. The Woocommerce is great. Without going into the discussion about the fork too much, on which side you are, I don't want to get into that too much, but would this affect would the progress of your development be affected by the fork?
No, absolutely not. I mean, so SLP it's supported on Bitcoin Cash. So, we could have a million hard forks and SLP is always going to be on Bitcoin Cash. All of my development is really based on using the BCHD full node. And the BCHD full node follows the chain with the most work. And I think nobody would disagree that Bitcoin Cash is going to continue to be the chain that has the most work behind it. So, so that's where that issue is. I think it's a non-issue. Ultimately, it is up to the token issuers to pick whatever chain they want to be on. I mean, they could use SLP on BTC if they wanted to. Nobody's going to do that because they don't want to pay $5 per transaction.
Yeah, that's also, for me as a user of crypto, I pay out approximately, let's say, between 5 and 30 transactions per day. And I like to give that out. I contact token developers, they give me a couple of tokens and I distribute that under my viewers, and that's a lot of fun to do. I have something on hand. It keeps me sharp. I know what's happening in the ecosystem. But I used to also do that with Ethereum tokens. But since a couple of months, I just said to those guys, I said, if you want, I send you your coins back. But I'm not gonna do micro transactions on Ethereum network anymore, because this is, I don't. You don't feel it with crypto that it costs you money, but it does cost you money. I mean, the Ethereum transactions today, I give away tokens. My prices are in the range. Liberland merits are the biggest prizes. Sometimes I give away 25 Liberland merits in a raffle, which is $25. But let's say the prices that I give out are between 30 cents and $1 on average. And then if you have to pay double of that in fees or triple or even more, then there is no fun in me giving that away. So that is why I am basically the only coins that are on my giveaway raffle wheel are SLP tokens today, because they are still affordable. And that is a major issue for Ethereum, for example. I don't want to use it anymore. Another thing,
right.
I think the Flipstarter invention is great. I'm running my own Flipstarter on flipstarter.yoshilivo.com, where I want to fund my own. Where I basically want to improve the quality of my stream. I need to get a new computer, and it's compared to your project, it's nothing. but I wanted to go in a certain direction with this. Um, uh, 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 um, I forgot it now, James. I'm sorry
Well,
for.
the other thing that I wanted to just review real quick is the tutorial videos that we're proposing. I mean, the flip starter, like I said earlier, it's titled rewards, but we also have a lot of work to do as far as building some videos that just introduce new users to the ecosystem.
Yeah.
And building these videos is extremely time intensive. And heck, yesterday we're actually already working on the first video. Um, the idea is that we'll put the first video out there as sort of a test to show potential Flipstarter donators like what they're going to get as part of this. Because we haven't really, as for SLP, we haven't built videos before, so nobody really knows what to expect from us. Now, Jason Pribble, he's going to be leading that effort, and he has a lot of experience doing education videos and online learning experience type stuff. So he has great experience doing that. I was helping with the voiceover for the video, or the first video. I was doing that yesterday, and today he'll be working on putting together the graphics and stuff for the short video. But hopefully in the next couple weeks we can get that out so people can see what they can expect for this entire video series. We're looking at doing 10 or so tutorial videos. So that'll be a lot of work to do, but I think the impact that this will have on the ecosystem will be just enormous.
Yeah. I think what I wanted to say is if I complete my Flipstarter campaign, you can definitely expect some videos from me as well. And I just wanted to praise the Flipstarter initiative for, what I like about uh, crypto money is that it's voluntary, and that makes such a big difference with the mandatory fiat money that we have today. I have to pay the government in this money. If I don't pay them, they are knocking on my door with weapons. And I think that everybody that, if you force something on somebody, it's just not gonna last forever because you need force. So that's why I just wanted to say this. Although, you know, in a way, it would be great if there would just be. And now I'm still going to talk about this hard fork moment on the 15th of November, but it would be great if there would just be money coming in, regardless of whether you have a great idea or not. I think the free market principle of Flipstarter is great. Of course, you do need, as I can see it now, you show it on the screen, 360 or a little bit less than that, but 360 more Bitcoin Cash, which is
Wow.
which is a serious,
That's excellent.
it's a serious
Yeah.
amount, and
Right.
it would be a shame if it would, if progress would break up because, well, everybody would just sit on their money, and why should I be paying if somebody else could be paying, and the things like that. So let's hope that you get there with this flip starter, because it really sounds amazing, all the things that are happening inside of your company. By the way, I want to ask you, are you part of the SLP Foundation?
Uh, I'm I'm not part of that organization, but I do work with those guys. They JT and Joey Wong and Peter Ng and Stefan. They're all great guys. We talk on a regular basis. Um, but uh, so I'm the president and lead developer of Simple Ledger Inc. Um, they invited me to be part of SLP Foundation, but I declined because I'm going to focus on the SLP Inc. side of things, and I don't want to have sort of this conflict of interest between the two organizations. So, I do want to point out that JT and Joey were both instrumental in helping me sort of uh, come up with the vision for SLP rewards. It was, the whole idea came about probably 4 or 5 months ago before we started the BCHD indexer work. And JT and Joey were both like, yeah, the rewards tooling will just be a huge benefit for the ecosystem. So they were already planning on helping fund some of this work. And what happened was the scope of the rewards toolbox got so big that we were like, oh man, I think we're just going to have to do a flip starter for this work specifically because it's such a big job. So,
Well,
but I did want to give a shout out to those guys because there's such great help.
I must say your flip starter really lays out perfectly how the money is going to be spent. I think it's all reasonably priced. You know, it's not like, hey, I mean, what I mean to say is you lay out how much hour it's going to take. You set a price to that. That price is in line with the average market price for that kind of work. You know, you are not overpaying yourself in any way. It is a lot of money, but it is also a lot of work. So that legitimizes this amount of funding, and
yeah, in the price of BCH, it could go up or down. You know, there's uncertainty in crypto prices. So, but anyways, yeah, no, thanks for having me on here, Yoshi. I know we're kind of running over time, and you have other guests
don't worry
and stuff,
about
so
it.
I don't want to.
It's just Nate Swervey of Renew Cash. We are good together, so he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind.
Okay.
No, but like I said, I'm honored that you thought of me to talk about your Flipstarter campaign, and I'm gonna of course publish this. I will share the video with you so that you can let your community know and spread the news around. You know, 23 days. I can read Chinese here. 23 days to go. So let's hope that you get there. I think that it will benefit everybody in the SLP ecosystem if this tool gets out there. You know, if we can go to businesses and, for example, Nate Swervey of Renew Cash, who's going to be on after me. And by the way, JT of the SLP Foundation is also going to be on later today. But
I saw that.
They are going to Renewable Cash is trying to get people on board who are into the renewable energy market, and of course that is a place where the majority of people will never have any knowledge about crypto because they are just into renewable energy. You know, they might not even know that Bitcoin exists, but most likely all these people will have email addresses, and if you can then send your customers an email address, and you know that if they do not reply to that email that you can get the money back that you send them, then that will be a huge potential in new people that hear about crypto. And it doesn't cost you a thing, because if they don't click the link, you can just get that money back, and it doesn't cost you either, because these tokens are limited, and although you might create 1,000 billion millions. In the end, they are limited, and if you don't have to, or if you know for sure that you can get them back in case people don't want them, then it doesn't mind offering them, because now if you offer them, you cannot get them back. Because you need to send them out, and the transactions are immutable, and you lost your coin. So. It sounds very promising, and I wish you the best of luck with this Flipstarter project. I really hope you can complete it. Maybe we could do another interview somewhere near the end, or maybe even after, or if it's successful after it completed, or you know, when you did some of the work that you promised to do, or show a couple of these videos. I would be more than willing to show them on my stream once again. And yeah, thanks James for being here with me today, and I wish you a good day. I don't know if you have anything more to add.
Nope, but I will keep you updated on the first video that I said we're working on. I'll share that with you as soon as it's done. And thanks a lot for having me on.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, man. Thanks. And have a good day. Ciao, ciao.
All right, you too. Bye.
James Kramer, everybody.